G'day guys, it's Phantom, and I just got back from watching John Wick 4, the fourth installment of this fantastic franchise, one of the best action franchises that I have ever seen. Next being Mission Impossible and James Bond. But every single movie up until this point of John Wick, it has been either great or amazing. And each movie improves on itself in terms of action, the scale of it, the world. Every single movie builds a bigger world, adds more lore, adds so many cool characters, and this is easily the best John Wick movie. It is the most John Wick movie. It is the John Wick movie that our John Wicks the John Wicks. Yeah. This movie is about John Wick finding ways to defeat the High Table while also defeating people that go in his way, as John Wick does. And he does it in so many unique and creative ways that just blows you away every time that he, gets somebody. Ways that I can describe this movie is head exploding, nunchuck whacking, bow and arrow stabbing, knife slashing, car speeding, hand-to-hand combat. I can go on. This is the action movie that I've wanted for a very, very long time. Pretty much around 60 to 80% of the 3-hour runtime is action. Completely non-stop action that just is eye candy, really. That's the best I can describe it. Yeah, being 3 hours, it is the longest John Wick movie. It honestly doesn't feel that long, even though, just some slower parts, but those slower parts are for character development and some very, very chilling dialogue, and everything that comes out of everybody's mouths is just the coolest thing that you'll ever hear. In all seriousness, RIP to the legend, Lance Reddick. Such a tragedy. I am not sure if you got to see the movie, but yeah, they even had like a little message at the start of the story, so that was nice. Yeah, it was just terrible of hearing that news, but it happens, unfortunately. But he was one of the coldest characters, even though that he doesn't really have that much screen time, but everything that he says is just so cool. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. This is also the best looking John Wick movie, one of the best looking action movies that I've ever seen. Every single shot is just stunning. It has, throughout all of the action scenes, is just filled with wide angles, the ultra wide shots, instead of it having like close up, like in your face, shaky cam. It is wide, steady, and the only time that it really goes into someone's faces is to give their reaction or delivering one-liners. But in terms of the action sequences, the camera is always at a wide angle. So I really did appreciate that. And there was one particular action sequence towards the end of the movie that is entirely in one take that I was extremely impressed about, and everybody in the theater was just having a great time. The theater was packed. I saw it on the biggest screen that I could. Everybody's had a good time, and that's just what these movies are about. Just having a good time, seeing John Wick stabbing, shooting, and being damaged, which, I mean, he is at this point almost 60, and he's getting old, he's getting slow, but the amount of stuff that he can do is insane. The entire cast as well, Bill Skarsgård as the villain is fantastic. He is easily one of the best villains that I have ever seen in a action movie. All of his villains in all of his movies anyway are just so cool. And yet again, he delivers, and amazing performance. And there are some new characters, some new faces, as well as returning ones. But the new characters just do their thing. And I loved every single new character that was in this movie. I love the soundtrack that's in this movie. I love everything about this movie. I don't have a single complaint, even though it is long. I'm not complaining about it at all. All I wanted to see in this movie is John Wick killing people, and that's what we got. That's why I'm giving this movie an A+. Yeah, that's right. Easily the best movie that I've seen so far this year. Hopefully there's some more bangers. I will be watching Mario next week, so they're pretty cool. And I'll also be watching Dungeons and Dragons. So stay tuned for those reviews very soon. Tomorrow I will be streaming Last of Us as it comes out on PC. So stay tuned for that if you're gonna watch it. Anyway, that's my review of John Wick 4. Amazing movie. Go watch it on the biggest screen that you can possibly go to. Yep, that's it. Have a good one.